Hey, this is John Jonas, and in this video I'm going to talk about the 6 keys to my internet success. You're welcome to my office here, first of all. You can see I got my microphone right here, so you can hear me. I also have some notes sitting here on my computer as I record this, so I can make sure I cover everything. I want to pass on whatever I can to help you succeed in your business. So, 6 steps, 6 things that have really helped me, and I think will help you. And you know, there are lots of other things like how good is your drive to succeed, or what are you putting into your brain, and these aren't philosophical things. I hope these are things that can really help you and you can understand them. Okay, so step number 1, the success key number 1 to me is education. It's really hard to succeed, especially in an internet business, when you don't know what's going on and why it's happening. It's hard. If you don't understand it, you have to know. And so, the way to educate yourself, read a bunch. Read good books. Read good blogs. Read things that make sense to you. Implement things and fail at it. You know, I've failed so many times. Implementing will really help you succeed. Just the experience of failing will help you succeed over time. Okay, step number 1. Get a good education in the internet world, not in academia. Okay, number 2, take action. When you've learned things, you have to implement them. Get other people to help you implement them, but you need to be a part of it. When you learn something new, go implement it. Try it out. See what happens. See if it works for you. Get someone else to follow through with it and continue the implementation. You know, for me, a really big problem that I have is I'm really willing to start something. I'm willing to take the first step or the first 2 steps or something like that. I'm not all that willing to follow through on it and do it. I'm not willing to do it more than once. And that's where hiring people in the Philippines has really helped me, where I'm willing to take that first step. I'm not willing to do more than that. And I know if I don't do more than that, it doesn't get done and I don't succeed. And so get someone else to help you implement it, but you have to take action. You have to implement the things that you learn. I was just reading a book today, and that's why I'm making this video, because it taught me to take action on a couple things, and I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to take action. And that action, hopefully, I would hope, is benefiting you, because I'm trying to talk about how to succeed. Okay, number 3. I am not a real forward thinker. I don't like to invent things on my own. Follow what other people are doing. Follow what other people are succeeding with, and use their systems, use their steps, use their strategies. They've already developed them. It's way easier to succeed if you are following the success path of someone else and using their steps and doing the things that they've done, rather than trying to invent your own world. You're trying to invent your own steps to do this. I've been down both paths. It's a lot easier to follow a mentor or follow someone else's product, something that someone else is teaching you, than it is to invent things on your own. Which, that brings me to number 4. Don't follow blindly. This is a business. You have to make business decisions yourself. You have to do things that are going to help you succeed in your business. Every single person is different. And what worked for someone else may not work for you, because maybe you don't have that same background as they do. Maybe you miss a step that they didn't realize, that they didn't outline in their business. You have to think about what you're doing. And if you don't see the end of the business from the beginning, it's hard to succeed. One of the reasons why I love the local business marketing stuff, because it's really easy to see the end from the beginning in it. So don't just follow blindly what other people are saying. Think about it. Does this make sense to you? What they say, does this make sense with your experience? Because if it doesn't, just because they say it works doesn't mean it works. Number 5. This is the number 1 biggest thing. This is my biggest single tip, even though it's number 5 on here. Learn to make sales. Robert Kiyosaki said that, you know, in giving advice to new business owners, he would tell them to join an MLM group or a network marketing thing, because they teach you how to sell. And I remember reading it and thinking, yeah, you know, I'm not really interested in learning how to sell. I don't want to sell. And he said, regardless of whether you're going to hire salespeople or not, you're always selling. You're going to be selling yourself. You're going to be selling your ideas. You have to learn how to sell. I've come to realize this is true. You have to learn how to sell. Online, it's just as important as offline. Go read copywriting information, read sales information, figure out how to make sales, figure out how to get into people's heads, read about NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, read whatever you need to do to learn how to make sales. That will pay yourself back 100 times over in success. And give people a reason to buy things. Whatever you're selling, give them a reason to buy, and that comes with knowing how to sell. I would highly suggest read an ebook. Read a 50-page ebook. Read a 100-page ebook on copywriting. You can probably get one for $20 online. Read one about internet copywriting, and it will help you understand so much about how to make sales online. And this applies when you're selling your own stuff, or you're selling to a local business, or you're selling affiliate stuff, or you're writing Google AdWords ads, or on your own web pages. It always applies. It never ends. You have to know how to make sales. That's number 5, but it's the number 1 tip that I have that's helped me succeed in my business, is understanding how to make sales. Because in the beginning, I had no clue. I had no idea how to do it. And more you come to realize that it doesn't really matter how great your product is. If you don't know how to make sales, you're not going to sell it. Now, please don't go out and create a crappy product just because I said it doesn't matter. Because it does matter. You can make sales up front, but your business is going to die if you create crap. I'm just saying. Okay, number 6, last one. This is so controversial. This is a technical business, and it's the internet. It's technical. If you don't understand the internet, if you don't understand technical things, it's hard. And it's not that you can't succeed, because I know a lot of people who are. It will just help you so much more if you are willing to go out and understand a little bit of the technical stuff. If you'll understand WordPress and how it works, if you'll understand a hosting account and how it works, if you just understand a little bit of HTML, or understand an autoresponder series and why and how it works, if you'll understand the technical side, it will make understanding the rest of your business so much easier. And I say that because I graduated from college in computer science, and I know that's not fair. I graduated in computer science, so I understand things. You know, when I read something about Google's search engine works like this, I can say that's not true. I know that's not true because I understand the technical side of it, and that has really helped me in being able to filter through what other people say and being able to narrow things down into what we can do and what we can't do and why we can and why we should do things. So, tip number 6 is understand the technical side of the business. It's not, again, I know this is controversial, and it's not critical, but the more you understand it, the easier it becomes. Okay, so I'm going to summarize all this stuff here, just so you can understand these 6 steps. Step number 1, get an education. Get it from books, get it from blogs, get it from failing. Number 2, implement. Implement again, and get someone else to help you implement. Step number 3, don't reinvent the wheel. Don't try and invent the system yourself. Don't try and become the next Facebook. Do what other people are doing and follow a system. Number 4, make good, sound business decisions. You have to make decisions yourself. It's a business. Make the decisions. Number 5, learn to make sales. Give people a reason to buy whatever you're selling. If you can give them a reason, whether it's an incentive, whether it's because this is the best thing ever, whether it's because this will solve all your problems, or it is this will solve someone else's problem who you love, whatever it is, give them a reason to buy. Don't just say, I think you should buy this. And if you give people a reason, it really changes the way you succeed online. Number 6, learn the business. Again, it's not critical, but the more technical knowledge you have, the better off you're going to be. And, technical knowledge never goes away. Yeah, it all changes, but the basics of it, the basics of how the internet works, doesn't change. So those are my six things that have really helped me in my business, and I hope that's helpful to you.